Today's topic, I'm going to be talking about stop leaving money in the classroom and really giving you all a three-step path to your first $1,000. And so this today is really a core foundational strategy if you have not started your business yet, or maybe you've started and you just haven't been able to get that momentum yet. That's what we're going to be talking about today. And feel free, like I have the chat up so I can see it. And so feel free as we're talking, if you have ideas already going in your mind, like let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. And so, like I said, Classroom the CEO is back. And this is where we teach. And now with AI, y'all, like really the foundation using AI makes starting your business so much more simple than it was even a couple of years ago. Like now you really can make everything that I'm going to teach today. You can get it done this weekend. Like seriously, I am not playing. And so inside of the club, we teach a three-step process. Classroom to CEO. CEO is an acronym, and it's really simple. Three steps. Create, because without a product to sell, you're not going to make any money. And we are not doing this for a hobby. Step two is engage. Once you have that product, then the next step is to engage your community so that you can start selling the product. And then from there, implementing multiple streams of income so that you can walk into your season of overflow, which is what the O is for. And so today is just about how to get started. What are those first essential steps that you need to take in order to go from the classroom to CEO? How are you going to make your first $1,000 in your business? And so it is really, really simple. We often, if you're anything like me, as an educator, we are so used to having to be all, do all, that's just the way that our mind works, right? And so as a teacher, really in any role that you're in, though, I've been a teacher, counselor, administrator, consultant, and in every single role, it's not just one thing that you do in your job. You have to be able to manage so many different aspects all at the same time. And so when we come into wanting to start a business, or if you start a business, we approach it in the exact same way, thinking that as a business owner, we have to do all the things or it's not going to work. And oftentimes, in trying to do all the things, we get stuck. We stop and we just don't move forward in our business, or we find ourselves stuck in this trap where we're doing all the things. And so we're always busy, but our business isn't making the money that it should, considering everything that we've been doing. And so today I'm going to give you a very simple, straightforward path that's going to help you to increase or start to make money consistently in your business. And it is super, super simple to get started. Most times when I talk to educators, we overthink the very first step. When you think about what type of business you want to start, what you want to become known as, how you want to monetize your expertise, we make it so complicated. We feel like we have to be this 20-year veteran. We got to know all the things, be all the things before we can put ourselves out there. And that is just not the case. I came up this week, or last week was my birthday. And so celebrating my birthday every year, my mom really right at midnight, she'll call. If you're asleep, she's gonna leave a message singing the happy birthday song, right? Celebrating you. And so shout out to mom for, being consistent every year. I know I'm going to get my birthday song. And so I woke up on my birthday last week. Of course, check my messages. There's my song. And so, celebrating my birthday all day. I'm like, I'm not going to work today, but y'all, I'm a nerd, right? And I love this stuff. So even on my birthday, even when I so-called was taking the day off, I was still on my computer playing around with AI because I love it. And I was on Gemini and saw that you could create music. So what do? I start playing around with it. And I was like, oh, I could create a birthday song. And so I create a birthday song. When my daughter comes in from school that day, I was like, Eva, how would you feel if you walked in the class on your birthday and your teacher played this? And so I played the song. It was like a little hip hop birthday song, personalized for the students. So talking about the characteristics and all of that stuff. And she got really pumped. Now, elementary, but I think it would be, kids at any level would be pumped to walk into class and their teacher has made this custom song for them celebrating their birthday, right? So she got pumped, admitted that she would love it, which, she don't always love my ideas, y'all. And so at that point, I was like, okay, thumbs up. So now, as a teacher, what could you do with this? One little AI song celebrating your students' birthdays. Let's say you started to implement this practice in your classroom. So now you take one strategy. You don't have to be know everything about AI, know everything about creating music with AI. You take one strategy that you've been implementing and getting results from. And so you start creating or celebrating your students' birthdays 30 seconds. Like that's all the song is, 30 seconds in your class. It takes you about 1 minute to create it, one prompt. AI does the work. You have a custom birthday song. So really 2 minutes of your time, you start celebrating your students' birthdays, and that changes the culture of your classroom. Right there, you have proof of concept. And that's what you need in order to get started. One strategy, one thing that you've been doing that has been working. Because what you're going to find is that when you start talking about the shift, the transformation that's been happening from that one practice, one, like the power of one. Keep it simple. And so when you start talking about the shift, start talking about the transformation that takes place from that one practice, then other people are going to want to get those results. And so if you share how playing this song for your students helped you to build stronger relationships, help to improve the culture in your classroom, help to shift everything, the students' identity, making them feel seen, making them feel valued. These are all characteristics that other teachers will want to get. And so most educators stop right there. They get the results for their class. They might share it with other people on their team or other people in their school, but they're going to stop right there. Not you though, because you are moving from the classroom to CEO. And so rather than stopping right there, rather than just sharing it with the few other teachers that you talk to in your building, you are going to turn this into a business. And so what would that look like? It would look like you staying right there in your lane. So remember the power of one. You creating one digital product, and I'll show you an example of what that can look like. but one digital product. And right now with AI, the easiest digital product to create, you can create it in a like an hour, 2 hours max, is a prompt pack. And this is where you would put different prompts together. So if a teacher wants to make a hip hop version for K through 3, here's the prompt they would use. If they wanted to create a I don't know, trap music version. I don't know what these kids are listening to today, but you want to create a trap music version or a reggae version for high school. Here's the prompt that you use. And so you would come up with different genres, different grade levels, create prompts, example songs, put it all together on a Google Doc. Like seriously, a Google Doc that becomes this AI, student-centered birthday songs, whatever you want to call it. A birthday culture shift pack, like, whatever you come up with, you are going to put it all together in this Google Doc, print it off as a PDF, and start selling that transformation as a prompt pack. From there, you're going to add it to a stand store. That's where I recommend you start your business, with a stand store. And so you're going to add this PDF as a digital product to your stand store. And then you're going to start letter E, which is engage. And so we've created, that is our C. We created this prompt pack. We've added it to our stand store. We're going to start selling it for a no-brainer price, something super low, $20 or less. And then from there, we are going to go to the next step, which is to engage. And so how do you engage? How do you get to that $1,000 mark, right? Your first $1,000. And so first of all, you want to reach out to other people that you already know, right? And so those teachers in your building that have been, hearing about your results, other teachers that you might have met at conferences or that you went to school with, you're in Facebook groups and have started building relationships and online communities. You're going to start talking to people that you already know about this transformation that you're seeing in the classroom, and you're going to be sending them the link to your stand store so that they can get this prompt guide and start getting these results as well. From there, you're going to expand it. So now you're going to go out of your immediate sphere of influence and you are going to expand it using social media. And so you're going to do a combination of two things. Number one, you're going to create content from your own experience. And so you might have a post showing your students dancing around, getting pumped. You might have a post where you show yourself creating a birthday song for one of your students. And so you're going to have those posts that show what you are actually doing. But then you're going to beef it up because as educators, we don't have a lot of time, right? So you don't have time to sit here and create multiple posts every single day of you doing things related to this. And so how do you beef it up without using up a lot of time? You use AI to create other reels. So you will have AI videos showing students in classrooms getting pumped. Teachers, the old way you would say just happy birthday to a student. And now here's the new way. And then they press play, start, hearing all this music. And so that is how you are going to be engaging people in order to buy that digital product, right? And so now you have your circle of influence, and then you're expanding it using social media. And every single post includes a call to action that says, hey, you want to get these results? You want to build stronger relationships with your students? You want to do yada, yada, yada? Grab this prompt pack. Grab this, download this prompt pack today. Just $10, just $15, $17, whatever you decide to charge. From there, you're now going to start seeing those sales happen consistently because you are continually engaging through social media and continuing to talk about the results that you're getting with the people that you talk to every day. They're going to start talking about it, and it's just going to be like that phone chain. And every single time somebody's like, oh my gosh, that's a good idea, it all goes back to you selling the prompt pack. And that's how we get to the final step of overflow. You do not stop with the one digital product, but we also do not create 100 more and sell them all for $2 or $3. Like, we do not have time for that. And so what you're going to learn over, the next few weeks is how you take this one prompt pack, this one digital product, and turn it into multiple streams of income. And so how do you turn that into a done for you service where you charge a higher price? A teacher or principal, somebody gives you the names of the students, their characteristics, and then you create the songs for them. That's a done for you service that you could have. How do you turn this into recurring revenue? You might start a subscription program where every month you're creating AI music prompts, that prompt packs that people in your membership get for, $5 a month, $10 a month. Now, not only are you getting the money from that original digital product, but you are continuing to get recurring revenue from month to month by turning this one concept, one strategy, one thing that you're good at into your business. And from there, as you begin to overflow, that's when you will start making the decision as to, is it time for me to expand? Do I stay right here with these birthday songs? Or now, can I expand to using AI to generate, study music, to generate test prep songs? It's so much stuff, class anthems, so many different things that you can do with that. So in the comments, I want to see some ideas. What's that one strategy that you're doing right now that people are asking you? Like, how do you do that? How do you, get your kids? Every time I walk past your room, they are focused and engaged. And I see these same kids off the hook in other teachers' classes, right? What is your secret? What are you doing that's actually getting results? That is where you are going to start your business. And it does not, as you see in the example that I gave you today, it does not have to be complicated. One simple strategy can get you to that first $1,000. Next week, we're going to talk about how to take that 1,000 and turn it into 5,000. The week after that, we're going to talk about how to turn that 5,000 into 10. How do you continue to make money from your business and do it from one strategy, one simple strategy? That is what we are teaching, the power of one. And y'all, we are going to have a 4-day challenge where we're going to walk through all of this together. And so if you've been watching and you got all these ideas floating in your head, or maybe you're watching and you're not really sure, you're like, I do this, I do that, but I'm not sure. We are going to be building this out together. inside of the Classroom to CEO Club. So we're going to have the Stop Leaving Money in the Classroom Challenge. And today you saw how we leave money in the classroom. There are strategies that you are implementing. There's success that you've been getting that you can turn into your first $1,000, that you can turn into a monthly payout that's bigger than what you're bringing home in your paycheck every month. You can make it happen. It's not complicated. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't overthink it. Choose one strategy that you are doing. Create a prompt pack, y'all. Like, it's so simple. I'll even share my screen and show you what it looks like. When I say Google Docs, like, everyone has access to a Google Doc. It's free. You can create the prompt pack with a Google Doc. And I will show y'all real quick. Hello, I see people in the chat. Hello and welcome. Today we have been talking about how you can turn your one strategy that you do well, just one, into your first $1,000 in your business. And so I'm sharing today, I walked you guys through how to take one strategy, increasing engagement, building relationships by creating personalized birthday songs for your students. Takes you less than a minute, really, 1 to 2 minutes. And then from there, turning it into a prompt pack. So when I said Google Docs, I am not playing. This is a prompt pack, an AI music prompt pack to increase student engagement. You can, to build relationships. And inside of this prompt pack, I added the student birthday song generator so that I could show you what it looks like. And so when I say you literally create different genres, so here is your elementary pop celebration. You are sharing the prompt pack. When you share it, other teachers will be able to take this prompt pack, copy it, go to Gemini, and from there, they will be able to paste it and it will create the song. And so we have your elementary pop celebration, your upper elementary, middle school hip hop song, your chill acoustic. And so this is what you would be creating. You create it in Google Docs, which is free. You then download it as a PDF. And from there, you would add it to your Stand store. And that is how you would begin to create and get your first $1,000 as an edupreneur, teacherpreneur, whatever you want to call yourself, as a CEO. And when it's added to your Stand store, this is what it would look like. So you would sell your AI music student engagement prompt pack. I gave it for $12. Like, that's how, you wanted $12, $15, $17. People can come to your Stand store and then they would be able to purchase the prompt pack directly from you. And so as you are creating content around it, we talked about engaging. As you're creating your content, from there, you're including the link to your Stand store, and that's how you're going to get to your first 1K. So for those of you that are ready to move from the classroom to CEO, let me see those money signs, those money emojis come into the chat. For those of you that are already in our club, 365 members, right after this, we are going to be going into our implementation Q&A. So give me a minute to make me a cup of coffee, and then I will open up the Zoom room for that. But we are building businesses inside the club. If you are watching on Facebook or Instagram, just comment club. I will send you the link to join. It's absolutely free to get started, to start your business. We are there. I'm in there every single day. And this is what we do. So, one strategy, that's what I want you to think about and choose today. What is the one strategy that you can use to start your business? I see the money signs coming in. I absolutely love it. I am so super excited that you are here. Like I said, Classroom to CEO Club. And so if you want to keep the conversation going, if you have questions, if you have ideas, join the free club. We will be there. And for those of you in 365, I'm about to open up the Zoom room for implementation Q&A. And so I will see you there. Thank you for joining me, you guys. We will be back every Saturday, same time, 10 o'clock. And like I said, every day inside the Classroom the CEO Club. I will see y'all on the inside. Have a great weekend.